off the brilliant Toy Love album Cuts that has pulled down the shades. It's 17 minutes past 10. Tomorrow is International Record Store Day, and in celebration of International Record Store Day, Real Groovy are releasing a double vinyl gatefold release of Toy Love playing live at the Glue Pot. Joining me on the phone to tell me more about the release, Jane Walker of Toy Love. Good morning, Jane.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
It's not morning at all where you are, because you're based in London these days. Tell me.
Yes, it is 23:17 on Thursday, so day behind you, but good morning, everybody.
It's lovely to talk to you, because I think the last Toy Love communication we had may have been, even 8 or even 9 years ago, when Toy Love, the re-release of Cuts came out. Is that correct?
Well, that was in 2005, so 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
And I do remember chatting to you then.
Yeah. This is pretty exciting, though, because this release is on vinyl, double vinyl, and it's live at the Glue Pot. Tell me about the recording. It was made on a specific night, Friday the 12th of September in 1980. Do you remember the gig?
Not offhand. I mean, that tour was such a blur, and we played pretty much every night for about a month, and that was getting towards the end of the tour. But it would have all been mental, basically. It was fast and furious, and just going for it.
When it was, you said a month of the touring, how many gigs did you do in a tour, in a New Zealand tour? I mean, were you going to the small towns or just the major ones in New Zealand?
Well, we played in the provincial towns. There are posters and the flyers around which show all the kind of places that we played. I'm hoping to update the Toy Love website before very long and put in more information like that, so that, gig listings and all the rest of it, which will then people will be able to nail things a bit closer as to perhaps when and where they saw the band.
Of course. So this recording that was done on the 12th of September in 1980, it was one of your last shows. Did you know when you were playing it that it was going to be one of the last Toy Love shows?
Yes.
What was the reasoning for Toy Love breaking up?
Well, there were several reasons, to be honest, and probably a bit long-winded to go into here. I think everybody just needed a break. We were kind of working, and I think it had come to the point where we felt like we weren't getting enough time creatively to write new material and record or practice and all those kind of things. And we're just kind of, gigging every night and not really just having the time to be able to develop things in the way that we wanted to at the time.
You were hugely successful, though, weren't you? I mean, you had huge crowds. I understand that this gig that the recording was taken from was packed.
Well, most of them were in that last tour, and, before that, we were in Australia for 6 or 7 months, and we were playing virtually every night over there. And while at first it was all a bit difficult, we actually built up a pretty consistent, loyal following when we were in Australia as well.
Yeah.
I remember the last night that we played in Sydney before we flew out the following day to start this tour, and we played at a famous club in Sydney called Checkers, and there were about 2,000 people at that gig.
Awesome. So wouldn't that ignited you to carry on, maybe scale down the touring but continue on playing?
Well, that's always difficult when, in terms of management and everything else.
Yeah, of course.
So, and there were other reasons. There were personal reasons amongst members of the band. And we just decided, as a group that we would call it a day.
Yeah. I mean, you've all gone on to
go out on the crest of a wave,
Yeah.
We were all still happy, and we all still loved each other, and, nobody was tearing each other's hair out or anything, so it was a good point to actually go our separate ways.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Probably lots of other bands in the world maybe should have followed your step in doing that. But tell me, the recording was done by Doug Hood, who was your usual sound guy, wasn't he?
Yes.
Where have the recordings been sitting for this long time? I mean, were they only recently rediscovered?
Well, I believe that this recording was acquired by John Baker, who has been instrumental, obviously, in helping Real Groovy put this release together. And he had acquired it from someone who had got it, I'm not sure where from, but someone who I do actually know, but I'm not sure where they obtained it.
Oh, brilliant. So it literally sort of has just popped up and you've just run with it and released it.
Yes, although I think that John has had it around for a while, but has always been kind of wondering exactly what to do with it. And I'm sure it's not the only one in existence, because by that stage, and on the last tour, there were quite a few recordings that were being done through the desk.
Yeah. Now tell me, Toy Love, you guys have all gone on to do really interesting creative things, because you are a designer, and I love the Toy Love website. That's your little project, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually, but it seriously needs some more work, and so I'm going to be updating that in the next little while, because now that things have moved along, it's about time it has some, some audio and visuals, and there's a lot of stuff on YouTube now of the band, and there's been more releases that have happened. So, there was a tribute album that was done last year by an American label of Toy Love. So things like that, there's,
It's always...
And I think that we're also garnering new fans as well. So...
Exactly. And how is the rest of the members of the band, specifically Chris Knox? Have you been in touch with him much since his stroke?
No, Chris is good. He's making very good progress.
Brilliant.
We wish him all the best with everything. Yep, he's cool.
Ah, that's so good. There were rumours that he was going to do a DJ set at Real Groovy tomorrow. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but that would be amazing.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I think that is going to happen.
Oh, really?
Or I think he might be turning up in the afternoon. I know that Paul is going to be there in the morning, I believe.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be really special. I can't believe there's only 400 there. I'm feeling really nervous I'm going to miss out on one. But yes, listen.
Are you going to go down?
Well, I'm planning to get there quite early so I can nab myself a Toy Love vinyl. But then I want to go back later in the day because there's really cool DJs and musicians and people DJing throughout the afternoon.
There looks like it'll be quite a good day, actually.
Yeah.
Wish I could be there, but unfortunately not this time.
No. Well, Jane, come and visit New Zealand again soon and come and hang out with us at BFM. We'd love to have you on the show again. But yes.
I'll be up for that, definitely.
Oh, fun. Well, the new Toy Love double CD. I almost
said CD.
It's not
Vinyl
CD.
Only.
Vinyl only, and
no other format.
No digital either.
Nope.
Either black or pink vinyl editions available. There's only 400 copies worldwide. Have you nabbed yourself one? Have you told John Baker you must have one too?
Well, I don't know. As we're part of it, we get freebies anyway.
Oh, good.
So.
Good. All right, Jane. Well, great to chat, and congratulations on such an exciting release tomorrow. And hopefully,
well, I hope you enjoy it. Have you heard much of it at all?
We here at BFM have been given 3 tracks. We're playing Amputee Song, the live version of that, and I'm just about to play Photographs of Naked Ladies, also live from that show. Have you got anything to say about Photographs of Naked Ladies, the song or anything, before I play it?
One thing I will say about that song is that it was always difficult to play before we actually nailed it when we recorded the album. And after we recorded the album, it came together beautifully when we played it live. But that's from a musician's point of view. Probably no one else will really get that.
So do you think this version we were listening to now, had you recorded it by this stage?
Oh, yes, because that's why we were back in New Zealand, to promote the album.
Oh, of course. All right, Jane, we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Okay, Charlotte.
Okay,
well, thanks very much for having me.
Excellent. Talk soon.
Okay, bye.
That is Jane Walker of Toy Love. Toy Love live at the Glue Pot is being released tomorrow. 400 copies only of the double vinyl gatefold. Yes, I think you better get into Real Groovy ASAP if you want a copy.